Hi, everyone. I have a request. Um, I am a victim and a survivor of childhood abuse, sexual, physical, and all this stuff with the Catholic Church put me over the edge. And I did a petition on change.org, try to get signatures to end the statute of limitation against people who perpetrate rape or abuse children in any way, whether it be priests or a coach, teacher, uncle, aunt, brother in my case, mother in my case, anyone who abuses a child. I don't think the world believes that it's a crime. I believe the world thinks it's something that we all just kind of get over, or that children in general are throwaway, especially children who are poor, like I was as a kid. I was dirty and smelly, and my mother didn't give a flying crap. So I think that people look at you as disposable. I mean, the teachers never did anything. Nobody ever did anything. So I'm asking for your help. I haven't gotten a lot of response from the petition. I think it makes people uncomfortable. I think people just kind of delete it. I don't know how many of you will delete this video after I post it, but this video is a call out to my friends, to my kindred spirits, the broken like me. And I call myself broken because although I am a survivor, all the wounds of the past, all the abuse that I suffered became part of me. It was a seed that grew inside me, and the vines are part of me. They're in my soul. They're intertwined throughout around my heart. So I kind of feel like if I rip them out, that I'll die too. It's a part of me. And even though I've gotten to a point in my life that it doesn't make me as crazy as it used to, something has to be done. And I kind of feel like I can't leave this world without at least saying to myself, you know what, girlfriend? You tried. And I just kind of feel like that's real important right now, is to just try. Try to say enough. Try to say, believe us. A child does not lie. They really don't, especially at my age when a lot of this abuse started happening. I mean, the neglect probably started from birth because Maureen, my birth mother, I call her Maureen, didn't want me, didn't want any of us. But anyway, I'm kind of going to read a couple things from a book that I wrote that apparently is really crappy because apparently I'm a really lousy writer, but I kind of think some of it's good, but whatever. Anyway, here's one little paragraph that I wrote explaining a dream that I used to have all the time. Okay, I'm standing out. I'm standing outside surrounded by fog so thick I can't see anything at all. I watch it bend and twist and swirl slowly around me. Beads of sweat roll down my back. I shiver. Where am I? I look around. There's only fog. Why am I here? A familiar feeling starts to creep into my body. Oh no, please, please, not again. Fear washes over me. I'm consumed by it. Unable to move, unable to breathe. I need to escape this place. I look around again, but still there's only fog. I look down and I'm standing in my bare feet on a sidewalk. My feet are cold. I'm cold. I can hear my heart pounding. Suddenly I feel a tingling sensation crawl up the back of my neck and whisper in my ear. It is time, Corinne, the voice says. I recognize the voice. It's soft and soothing. It's Angel. She is one of the pieces of the puzzle. She is part of the internal system protecting my secrets. Time for what, Angel? Time to confront the monsters. I don't want to. It's too fucking painful. It's time. Look, she says, and with that the fog clears and I'm standing on the sidewalk in front of the house on Walton Street. Walton Street is the street I grew up on with my father and then my mother after the divorce. And it's a real scary place. And the amount of abuse that I suffered at the hands of my brother and my mother is, oh God, so horrible, horrific, that my brain found ways to not remember it, because that's how we survive. Because if we were to live with that pain every day, we'd go crazy, or, become drug addicts, prostitutes. A lot of homeless people have mental health issues. And I just always felt like this little girl hiding in the corner, not connected to anything, too afraid to talk, too afraid to make eye contact with anyone. I used to wet the bed. And I would say because of the abuse, but I don't have any proof of that. But my Maureen made me go to school without showering or taking a bath. Needless to say, I became the dirty, smelly girl who smelled like pee. And of course, the teachers didn't do anything. The other kids complained, so just sit me in the back of the classroom. And this was from like the age of, I don't know, I'm going to say 9, probably younger. And, it's supposed to be developing, childhood development, Piaget, all that kind of crap. I had no friends. No one ever talked to me. Thankfully, the mocking, kind of ended pretty soon. And then they just kind of ignored me. And then I would have to go home to my brother. My brother and sister, I have a younger brother and sister, were close in age, so they were younger than me, they'd go to a different school, and they would come home together, but I would come home before them, and I'd have to come home alone by myself. And growing up with them, I always felt like I was alone. The two of them seemed to kind of have each other. And I don't think that they liked me very much, that maybe they thought that I should have protected them, but that's neither here or there. I don't want to talk about them, because truly every child who's abused, and they were, it's their own journey and their own memories, and I have no judgment against either my brother or my sister. But what I'm asking I get to the point after about 7 minutes, I'm sorry. I posted a petition on change.org to end the statute of limitations. Haven't really got much of a response from it. Again, I think reason being it makes people uncomfortable, and people don't want to talk about it. I mean, they'll talk about the freaking Kardashians, who, by the way, God, I can't even go there. I've never watched an episode of them. To me, that's, I don't know. Let's not go there. It's a different rant. Anyway, so I just don't think that we're newsworthy, and that makes me sad. And I think this whole thing with the Catholic Church has pretty much gone away already, and it's only been about a week or less than that, since the grand jury report came out. So I'm asking all of my survivors, victims, to make a short video and post it on Facebook or YouTube. And if you're not at the point in your life where you can do that, or you don't want to share your story because you think you'll be judged, believe me, I get that. My director where I work had said to me, well, why don't you write a letter to Human Resources? And I was like, why? And of course in my brain, because I don't trust anyone, I'm thinking, well, they're going to use that against me to fire me or whatever. And honestly, I don't put it past anyone. I think that children like myself who are broken, and your innocence is stolen from you at such a young age, the puzzle's left undone, and that's something that can never be healed or replaced. Your innocence is gone, and you are truly broken, and you become a broken adult, and so you have all these issues. And I think that me believing or feeling like, oh my God, I might get fired because I have mental health issues, because I have fibromyalgia, because I have anxiety and depression, all those things go through your head. So I get it if you're not going to post a video, but I'm hoping and sort of talking to the universe and meditating and asking, my angels and everyone to please, it's time. It's just time. If we as survivors all share our story, and too bad if it makes the world uncomfortable, but if we share our story and say enough is enough, we have to hold these people responsible, because if you think it's going to stop, it's not going to stop. The abuse was been going on since my grandmother. My grandmother told me she was a victim of incest, sorry. And I've met people who are have been raped or molested by piano teachers or football coaches or uncles, or quote uncles, fathers, aunts. Men are not just victims of priests. And just tell your story and just say it's enough. It has to end. Please, please, please let it end. Please post a video. Thinking about starting a blog for support. I'm so tired of talking to shrinks and therapists and people who don't get it. So I'm thinking about starting a blog where I can actually talk to people who know what I'm feeling and who've gone through what I'm feeling. I'm 54 years old, for crying out loud. I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm kind of at peace, but that peace came and that freedom came with a price. I haven't had a relationship with a man in over 10 years. I just don't know how to do that. And I've never been loved by anyone, any man. Um, you know, my ex-husband was abusive. I think I already said that. But for my children's sake, I don't really talk about that. They know how I feel, and they know it. They were there. But please, all of my broken children who became broken adults, all my survivors, all my amazing people, I really do believe we're all freaking angels with broken wings. Help me. Post a video. Please, let's make change. All right? And I guess that's it. I love you all. Just kind of help me. And I will meditate before I go to work this morning, and hope that I send enough positive energy out to the universe, love and light and all that good stuff, that we all get together and we all say enough is enough. All right? Thanks. Bye.